little bit creamier.
What a bad way to start anything.
What you mean? I'm trying to be professional, Sharky.
I don't know, the creamier opening isn't that professional.
I just want to make us a little bit on the creamy side.
This is the least professional thing I've heard today.
You've been awake for 5 seconds.
I've been awake for 1,700 years.
I don't remember Parted Memento.
It's because this
Also,
part of the game's annoying.
Oh yeah, shotgun rapid fire. Also, hate that it's called the metaverse in Persona. Makes me mad.
Yeah, because of fucking huevos.
Yeah, eggs aren't even that good. Why aren't you on Ifrit?
Fuck puppets.
That
is my goal!
No. It's like, I refuse? Are you supposed to have multiple playthroughs of Devil May Cry to get everything, or are they just like, you better pick and choose what you want? Crystal, don't do this.
The first one? No.
The second one?
The second one is made to have 0 playthroughs unless you're looking for a background to specifically the US version of Shin Megami Tensei 3.
What? Oh.
Because that's not a Devil May Cry game. That's like a weird backstory to SMT3.
What you mean?
Because that's the Dante that's in SMT3.
Is that canon to Devil May Cry?
No, but DMC2 is canon to SMT3.
Interesting.
Hey, look, it's those motherfuckers from DMC4.
It is the same guys. No, they look slightly different.
Yeah, because they're on the PS2.
Well, no, I think the claws are more claw-like here, and the other ones, they're more like icicles. I'm trying to think, when should we do our game deciding for next year?
Next year.
Next year? Should we do it soon, or should we wait more until the end of the year? Because we can finally play Anchorfoot. I know you wanted to play that. Or you changed your mind. Either way, I don't care.
You need to get better at games that are in first person.
Yeah. I have a desk now that I can play games on, so it'll be a lot easier when I have keyboard and mouse controls. That was my main issue at the old place, is that I didn't have a setup that wouldn't kill my back.
Just get a new back.
I can't believe next week's already the end of October.
Yeah, most months are like 3 weeks.
It was 4 weeks, actually, but November is 5. Or November is 5 paydays. That's how I consider weeks. If I have 5 Fridays,
you
that's
really
5
like
weeks.
that candy bar, huh?
Yes.
Yes. I hate to say it, Nightmare in this game, kinda stinky.
Yeah. That gun, I've never liked that gun. I'm surprised it's part of his moveset in Love the Trees. No, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
No, like DMC3, they give him a different version of Nightmare.
They do?
Yes, it's the Nightmare Delta, as opposed to this game's Nightmare Beta and fighting Nightmare Alpha.
Nightmare Beta is what they give him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I don't like it.
Honestly, things like fucking Acid Rain are fine. Its gunslinger moves are okay. It's a shame that no human wants to play gunslinger.
For some reason, I thought you were just talking about Rain in general, and I was just like, isn't all Rain technically acidic? What are we talking about?
Acid Rain is the name of the move.
Yeah. I figured that out after. I was like, what the fuck? But I can't play Devil May Cry after he beat my favorite Bayonetta character. Bayonetta.
I thought you were gonna say Jean Arc.
I told you about that guy in high school, right? Or in college, right?
Wasn't that about fucking Urza?
Yeah, it was like, I can't watch One Piece after Zoro killed my favorite fairy tale character. is wrong, Crystal? She probably wants me to open the window, but it's cold. I don't want to open the window.
Free her. That's it.
The thing is, she never wants to go outside, right? When I want to take her out, she won't go. Even when I'm like, oh, let's put her on a leash, we can take a walk. Like, Crystal wants to stay in the house, but then she'll sit next to the windows like, can you open them, please? I need fresh air. And I'm like, I offered to take you on a fucking walk.
Dutch angle. Dante.
Do you take merit in creators saying, hey, this character can't beat this character? Because if that's
when it's both of them, yeah.
So that means Dante can't beat Bayonetta.
Yeah.
No, that's utter stupidity.
So my thing is, right? We don't know if Dante dies when he dies. We know Bayonetta doesn't.
What do you mean?
There's, like, several times... Like, I think all of Bayonetta 2 is, hey, go to hell and revive your girlfriend or whatever. Because death doesn't matter.
The one time Dante, quote-unquote, died, I think you need a thing to get past that. Oh, you have to parry the fire back in, right?
I think it's literally hit this thing.
No, there's a switch somewhere. There's like one of those little lever things that turns it.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the wall.
Oh, there it is. The guy that made, well, I mean, the both creators saying Naruto and Luffy, they're both like, Naruto would win, or Luffy would win. There's the guy, Ken Penders, I think his name is, who says, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
You have to stand here.
Yeah. Rule 3, baby. It was Ken Pender that said that Silver couldn't beat Trunks, so when Silver ended up beating Trunks,
like,
they were like,
Silver can't beat Trunks. Don't you know they used to call him the Drink?
The Drink.
Have you not seen that?
No.
They call him the what? They call him the Drink.
Wasn't there also a
When he was young, he was called the Juice Box. But now he's the Drink.
Wasn't there also a silly one with Stan Lee being like, Hawkeye could beat Superman?
Yeah. However, Stan Lee makes the argument that whoever wins is whoever the writer wants to win at the time.
I know. I hate, and people bring that up all the time when I talk about versus debating. They're like, well, who do you want to win? Because Stan Lee said. I'm like, well, not only is that, like, whatever, but it's like, it's not even fun. It takes the fun out of it when you're just like...
You have been in versus debating for too long. What the fuck is fun about versus debating?
It's fun going back and forth.
It's
the only debating I do where it doesn't have like a like because I do like, you know, some political online stuff, right?
To be fair, that is also versus debating.
But like that stuff matters. You know what I mean? Like that stuff is about stuff that's important that impacts people's lives, whereas versus debating is not. It's about finding things and doing math and doing calculations and, ooh, how would these abilities pair off each other? Like, that's more fun.
It's also about misinterpreting the difference between billion and trillion.
Well, on that part, I think that was a big editing no-no, just because the words were right, but the scale was wrong. Or they really, really wanted to make it look more even. And it also... like politics, there's no clear-cut answer to things. So, like, you can't look at something and know the size of it. You have to make estimations and stuff, and everyone's numbers for their estimations are going to be different. Whether it's slightly or more large. But there's no amount of math you can show me to be like, by the way, Bayonetta's kind of faster than Dante.
The main thing is, modern Dante has enough power to beat a lot of what Bayonetta can do. It's just, he's never used Quicksilver again.
He's never used a lot of his stuff again.
Well, most of his stuff he can sell, but like, oh my god. He's using Quicksilver again.
That's the other thing. Oh god. That's the other thing that is kind of like weird about versus debating. So they're doing Kratos Asura, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're using, specifically visually, they're using Norse Kratos. So you should then not give him anything that he had that he can't use anymore.
Because he's fully a different character.
Correct. But people don't want that matchup for Norse Kratos. Norse Kratos doesn't work as well.
Game?
Okay.
Well, my thing is, Norse Kratos